Try to think that love's not around. Still it's uncomfortably near. My old heart ain't gaining no ground because my angel eyes ain't here. Angel eyes, that old devil sent, they glow unbearably bright. Need I say that my love's been misspent on angel eyes tonight? So drink up, all you people. Order anything you see. Have fun, you happy people. The drink and the laughs on me. Pardon me, but I gotta run. The facts uncommonly clear. I gotta find who's now number one, and why my angel eyes ain't here. This is Alex Frank on the bass, everybody. Thank you. We meet and and it begins. The sound of violins, the song of birds high on the wing. You taught my heart to sing. Why does this heart of mine feel like a valentine? You smiled and suddenly it's spring. You taught my heart to sing. My heart was an empty shell. Then you came along. Now my heart's a carousel filled with song. Oh, the miracle of you will last my whole life through. You're all I'll keep remembering, because you taught my heart to sing. The miracle of you will last my whole life through. You're all I'll keep remembering. You taught my heart to sing.
Okay, boys, let's do this. Got stole, landlord ain't a code. I'm not gonna holler cause I still got $1. When I get low, I get high. Now my man walked out, now you know that ain't right. So you better watch out if I meet him tonight. When I get low, I get high. All this hard luck in this town has found me. Nobody knows the trouble all around me. I'm all alone with no one to pat me. My rocking chair ain't never gonna get me. When I get low, I get high. My fur got stolen, Lord ain't a cold. I'm not gonna holler cause I still got $1 when I get low. I get sentimental when you hold me tight. Ooh, just squeeze me, but please don't tease me. Cause I've been missing you since you went away, singing the blues away each day, counting the nights I waited for you. I'm in the mood to let you know I never knew I loved you so. Please say you love me too. When I get this feeling, I'm in ecstasy. Ooh, just squeeze me, but please don't tease me. Love me and squeeze me, but please don't tease me. Swingers boy, jungle VIP. I reached the top, had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub, stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, they do. I wanna be just like, I love it. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too. You see it's true, and if like me can learn to be human too. Now don't try to kill me, man cub. I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red flowers so I can be like you. Give me the secret, man cub. Clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flowers so I can be like you. Whoa, me do. I wanna be just like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too. You see it's true, and ape like me can learn to be human too. Come on. it's ridiculous that me, a gigantopithecus, would ever dream I'd like to team with the likes of you, mankind. But together we'll have powers, all the jungle treasures ours. I got desire, you got the power, but the dream I dream takes two. Oh, me do. I wanna be just like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too. You see it's true, and ape like me can learn to be human too. Oh, man, do I wanna be just like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too, man. You see it's true, and ape like me can learn to be human too. Can learn to be human too. Thank you, thank you.
Shall we dance? Hi, it's me, Elena Gilliam. My dream started over.
Y dice así, ¡hey! Vengo tocando timba de la buena, pa' que luego se baila como quiera. Vengo tocando timba de la buena, pa' que luego se baila. La timba cubana se baila, se baila, se baila como quiera. Solo menea la cadera, menea la cintura. hello, hello. One more time. Will Brown on guitar, Will Brown. Mike Tucker on the saxophone, Mike Tucker. Danny Feldman on percussion, Danny Feldman. Mark Walker on the drum, Mark Walker. Max Gurr on the bass, Max Gurr. Maxwell Hamer on the piano, Maxwell Hamer. Very soft, soft. Thank you. Before we finish, I would love to acknowledge and really appreciate from the bottom of our heart our executive producer of the album, Mr. Tim Ellis. Tim Ellis. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much for providing food in our family tables. Thank you so much. I don't know where you are, but we love you, man. We love you, Tin. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Tin is responsible for the creation and the whole process of the album, you know. And you know what? Without your help, we got the music, but we couldn't record it because we cannot afford it. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming here tonight. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and please don't copy the album and spread with your friends. Tell them to buy it. No copies. Don't make copies. Buy it and listen to that, because we really had a lot of fun doing this album. I really hope that everybody enjoy in the same way we did recording it. Have a good night. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Arturo Sandoval. Arturo Sandoval. Let's hear it for Arturo and the band.
Greg Vail, everybody. Tony. Man, these guys are good. The time has come. How's the band sounding so far? You guys cool out there? I love it. All right, so a lot of people want to know, bring it down a little bit, guys. People want to know, Rob Mullins, what have you been doing for the past 30 years? Well, I don't know. I've been a free man for about 3 weeks. Thanks for bailing me out, Brad. You know, that charity fund from the jazz station always comes in handy. Yeah. But I've moved around quite a bit. I'm still doing the gig with Hubert Laws. I've been doing that 28 years. Keyboard player for Hubert Laws, if you know who he is. And I put out 43 Rob Mullins albums. I know. In the back, turn up your hearing aids so we get more applause on the video. It's crazy, man, because, you know, since the COVID thing, I had COVID a few times, right? And thank you, sir. All right, give me a kiss. Not. And now as I go around and I do gigs, I mean, this year I played in India and Bangalore, which is really fun. It's 10 times as much money as they have in the Bay Area, and everybody is cool, right? I mean, everybody is really cool. They always said India is the place. You can't go there unless you get 72 shots, and you have to not get the typhoid, and you have to not eat the steak. And I was like, man, I didn't have to get any shots at all. I went over there with fewer people that were homeless than was in Santa Monica, man. I was like, love this country. So I'm going to be going back there. Brian, that's my favorite lick of yours. I know. He's going to say, call my manager. I played that lick twice for free. And I've also been, you know, in some ways relocated back to Denver because since I saw you guys, both my mom and my dad both passed. And you know, I don't know if it's too early to joke about that stuff. Probably is, man. I miss my mom, and I'll leave it at that. But through all this time, the thing that's really kept me completely as sane as I could possibly get is just my love for music and composing music in all kinds of genres. You can find all my stuff on the internet now where we don't make any money, but, you know, say something nice because, you know, we're all massively insecure these days online. Except for Jeffrey Lewis, and he's got his own new drum head for his bass drum. Move out of the way and let everybody see Jeffrey's bass drum head. Man.
I wish I could get a bass drum head. Yeah, get me one that says, you know, that says Mullins. But yeah, man, it's always an honor to play. I've never been to Campus JAX before, and I'm telling you, man, I love this room. What do you guys think? Do you like Campus JAX or what? The first time I ever came in here was at about 4:15 today, and man, the sound is great, the people are great, and to see my brothers from the Orange County area is amazing. Greg Vail, Tony Guerrero, Brian Bromberg, Jeffrey Lewis, and this means that next time I come to Southern California, hopefully I'll already have a band and I won't have to bring them from somewhere. You know, because it gets really expensive to travel and stuff. But we're gonna jump into a song from 3 albums back of mine called This Way Up. The album is called This Way Up with exclamation point at the end. And it's a lot of the Kikuya music. I mean, I let a lot of years go by, and then somebody actually was in Denver like, whatever happened to that Kikuya stuff, man? Those songs were so great, like Chameleon and Little Sunflower and Maputo and the Crusaders. We're playing all that stuff tonight. So here we go with Little Sunflower. Dig it. You guys remember the great Wilton Felder from the Crusaders? Come on. He was at all those big Kikuya gigs. Talk about a great saxophone player. He was so good in the band, the LA Times kept sending photographers down to Kikuya. I loved it when the girls would see that there would be like a oh my God, a photographer. Right? And Wilton really kind of blessed our little, Japanese place in Huntington Beach with his eminent presence, spiritual man, great tenor sax player, nice guy, straight up morals, good family. I wonder if anybody would let him even get a gig now, today's world with all this stuff going on. But the whole night actually is a nice little tribute to Wilton Felder and the impact that he had on all of our lives. And he would always come up to the bandstand and say, "Rob, I want to play that David Sanborn tune, Maputo." So here we are. Let's go back to letter A, Tony. Maputo. Oh, man, thank you guys so very much. You're very kind. You're very kind. I mean, really. Now, one of the things that a lot of my fans celebrate at this time of their life is not dying. Man, is it fantastic not to die? Yeah. I've always been a George Carlin fan, and his advice is always great. He says, "The secret to being alive is not dying." Keep on breathing. That's right. And so now we want to celebrate all the frickin' birthdays in the house, except for that, guys. Does anybody still make the Arsenio sound, that woof woof? Actually, we know how old it was since you were cool. That was 1994. But if you've got a birthday, I know about Rita Moon's birthday. I know about Jeffrey Lewis's birthday. I know about my birthday. If you're a birthday person out there and I didn't mention your name, then we want you to come to the stage right now, please. Stand up and come to the stage. I promise it will have a free gift and a minimum amount of ridicule. All right, can we have a little walking to the stage music, please? Come on up here. Jeopardy E flat. Come on up. All right. Hey, man, it's Michael Ferries. Wow. Yeah, man. And your name, sir? Rick Zeno. Hey, turn around, guys. And who is this lovely lady? Trisha. You can have it over there. Well, and Vicky. Hey, Vicky. My flowered print is at the cleaners, but I love yours, darling. All right. And we have another one, this young man right here. How's it going, bro? Hi, David. How are you? That's good, man. Don't touch me. Just go over there. I figured it out in Denver because I had a gig a couple of weeks ago, and it was an outdoor gig with no security. So I'm up there. It's outside. We're playing on a cement floor, and I see these women coming. They're on the way. Uh-oh. And then I'm going to get that fateful question, "You remember me?" I'm like, well, you do look like the Incredible Hulk now, but who were you then? But I want everybody to have a birthday copy of my new album, Rob Mullins' Best of the Trio. Take one, sir. You don't grab the whole stack. This is the guy when he's at that frickin' buffet that all the lobster is missing because of this mofo. Well, I think I see the lobster over there. How many plates are clean? 16. That's not enough plates. Well, hi there, blonde loveliness. Well, you're the only good-looking one up here. And you're a diplomat. Would you like to run for office? Yeah, me neither. Here, take a CD on my compliments. All right, and then Vicky, I know you're having your own party, but you're in front of a lot of lovely people. Anybody remember Padrini music since 1939? This is Padrini, Vicky Padrini, right here. Here's an album for you, darling. Yeah, man. I think I've seen you guys on a couple of those old NYPD blues. Right? And it's that one, where they're chasing the skateboard kid. He's dropped his backpack. And those guys are on the corner like, yeah, I'd like to talk, but I'm not really feeling very fresh on the greens today. He went that way. Right. One for you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, man. One for you, Michael. Now, this is not Jeopardy, so you can't walk over there because you'll fall and sue the club, and I won't get my check. So you come off on this side, over here. How about it for the birthday winners? Newport Attitude. Thank you guys so much, man. And I would never mess with Michael Ferries because he was always working these security detail gigs. He'd show up at Kikuya with a uniform on and like everybody that comes like, holy crap, hide the weed. But in the mid 90s, half the beach people were like, smoke all of it. He's on the other side of the bar. Just smoke all of it now. He won't take him 2 hours to get to our table. And that's where I get to an album that we did called Joyful Noise. Yeah. And, I'm hoping that one of these days I'm going to get, I don't know, who does the oldies radio now? I know Rick D's. Who does it? Art LeBeau. Okay, so we need to get Joyful Noise into Art LeBeau's hands. And we made this record in one session live at KSBR. And I wrote it in one afternoon. Has the worst cover of any of my albums. And some of the best music. We're going to feature everybody on this one. You might recognize it if you remember it from back in the day. It's called Newport Attitude. I'd like to thank all three of you for that almost half-hearted round of applause. Oh, yeah. I love it, man. And you know, what happened during those years is that everybody that came through Kikuya was changed by just how lucky we all were. I mean, Greg and I get on the phone once in a while. We're like, can you believe all that happened to us in our lifetimes? It'll be Equinox. Will be next. And it's a funny story. I'll make it really quick because my stories are really going over badly. Tonight, but that's okay. Good practice for the next gig. The way the gig happened that I got at Kikuya is I was dating this black R&B singer from Houston, and we would get off these tours, and she'd be like, I don't want to go home. I want to come to your house. And I was like, okay, come to my house. And in those days, I was in one of my drinking phases. Oh, who the heck are you? Birth and day and birth. You've been what? Oh, 25 years. I wish I could remember your name. You're only 5 years old. You're going to have to get lost, lady, because law enforcement is on their way. Yeah, let's go back to my legal girlfriend from Houston that would visit me. Yes. I'm telling you, it's a trap out there, man. Women are a trap. They'll trap you, boom, you're shit. Anyway, so this girl's staying at my house and she's like, Rob, I want to go drinking. I want to hang out. Yes, she sounded like a bad Michael Jackson impersonator. That's what she sounded like. That's her voice. But I was looking around and said, man, I know this not very good Japanese place, and it wasn't very good. For you white people out there that think that that was good food, you got ripped off for 10 full years. It was massively average, the food at Kikuya Japanese restaurant. There wouldn't have any Japanese people working there. And you know how you can tell, man? It's like you're driving by going, oh man, there's a Japanese place. And you either see like Japanese families fleeing in horror at a large bill, or there's no Asians in the place at all. That's how you know. And thank you for laughing, Jeffrey, because you know how true it is. Yeah, and the manager was from China. Sushi chef was from the Philippines. And we had two bartenders there. We had Bob, who was the little guy. Remember Bob? That's a good part of my story that's going on way too long yet again. So I'm in there with my hot girlfriend, but I decided to stop running the show and deal with more women walking around. What the heck do you two want? Oh, you just found out it's your birthday. Did you hear my whole part about I hate the opening line, remember me?
So we were the cocktail waitresses.
It's Anna and Kristen. Get up here, get up here, get up here. These are our best two waitresses from Kikuya. Oh my God. Wow. Anna and Kristen from, okay, you guys, face out that way, and let's give it up for the Kikuya wait staff. Here, take an album with you, Anna. And you too, Kristen. Shit. Yeah, I'll sign it for you guys. Wow, you guys look great. Thank you. So all those rules about no touching, those are out the window now. Because Rob has found cocktail waitresses. And the best part about my semi-Charlie Sheen, not really Malibu existence is they found me. As opposed to me having to go looking for them. Usually with musicians, all the wait staff is looking for them at the end of the night or the set because they're either outside doing something wrong or they're packing all their stuff really quick, trying to escape the tab. Right? Kikuya was fun, man. So Anna knew Bobby as Mino. He was a little Filipino guy. And then the other one was Moy. You guys remember Moy from Hawaii? Bob had this side that was closest to the piano, and Moy had the other side where the hardcore drinkers were. And man, if Moy didn't like you, you could say, "Hi, Moy," and it would be, "I'd like to have a beer, please." And he would pick up a towel, turn away from you, and walk off, and you'd be like, "But I'm Rob Mullins." No, Moy, he didn't care. So anyway, Stacy and I are in there, and we're drinking one night in secret, and nobody knew who I was in that place, and that's how I liked it, until somebody told Bob that I was a musician. And they had a piano there, and they were doing these karaoke nights, and you guys can attest to it. That was the worst karaoke, man, and but they did have a piano. So Bob comes over to me, and he says, "I hear you're a piano player. Well, do you know Left My Heart in San Francisco?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "Kia C." So I walk over there, and Bob, this little guy, proceeds to just sing his heart out, doing this Frank Sinatra stuff. And of course, if you don't know about Filipino in general, they're good at everything. Everything. They can sing, they can dance, they can do all that stuff. And the women can take your money. If they're over 30, cut it right off. Cut it right off, nip it right in the bud. It's gonna get worse every decade. Trust my expat friends. So Bob is singing this song. I'm playing the song. I finish. I go back to Stacy. I'm drinking my drink. Lisa comes out of the back. Should I do it in a normal voice, or can I do Asian voices or not? Asian voice? "Oh, Rabba. Hey, Rabba. You Rabba." I said, "Yeah, I'm Rabba." "You play piano so good. You want a job here?" I said, "No." "No, you and Bobby, you good team. You have come work here. You want?" I said, "Well, you do have the piano," and my girlfriend's like, "Yeah," because she's an out-of-work singer, as they always are, before they get the paperwork. Yeah. Anyway. And so I started playing there on Fridays. I had a little trio. I started with a 3-piece band. And I can't remember who the first drummer and first bass player were, but, in a thing like that where it's all kind of undercover and you don't know if you're going to get cash or even get any money or what's going to happen. But, it was solid. We were making a little money, and it started to build, and the word got out that Rob Mullins, and I was playing with the Crusaders then, which didn't hurt. So people were like, "Man, this famous keyboard guy, he lives right up the street." And he's like, "Go over this thing, come on." So it went from a crowd of like 4 people to 40 to 80 to no room to park at all. And I called him, and I said, "Hey, man, you won't believe what's going on at this little lousy Japanese place." The band turned out being great. And then over the time that we were there, I was writing all these albums. I wrote Music for Lovers, which was a #1 hit in Huntington Beach. I wrote Joyful Noise. I wrote Dance for the New World, where my hit Wednesday, which was about getting fired from Kikuya, that was on there. All the stuff. And the next thing I knew, it was literally a worldwide sensation to be there. And it all started with bad karaoke. Bad food and bad karaoke. So the moral of the story, Greg, is what? See, I caught him by surprise. He's like, "What song did Rob call? I wonder if it's tenor. I wonder if it's soprano."
Something good can come out of a bunch of bad.
Good can come out of a bunch of bad. Thank you, Pastor Vail. Greg will be playing soprano at Optimist Baptist. It's in the Back Bay Center. Right next to the old Cafe Concerto, right, Tony? Wow. I know. But what's beautiful about, being at this stage in our careers and stuff, and I was writing down all the stories that I can remember with my friend Shirley Warner, who's here. Hi, Shirley. You're still there somewhere? Shirley Warner. Hello, and hi, Jason. And we were going through all of my Kikuya stories, and man, I had like 80 of them. She kept saying, nope, don't tell that one. Nope, can't say that in 2024. Can't say that, can't say that. So, you know, it's beautiful, sir. Whatever you said, I love your spirit. And I think you're a beautiful person, even though the lights are so bright, you could be a grizzly bear. No idea. But it's a fantastic thing to have shared this much music with all of these cats and all the other cats. I mean, Alex Sal went on to play with Michael Jackson and Sting, the bass player. You know, Alex was in those bands. Who else did really well after Dumping Our Ass? Who? What? Dale Atkins. He was a bass player, and then he went on to do what? Oh, Dale got a gig with the Pointer Sisters. And then Tony Guerrero went on to work with John Tesh. And John Tesh will be here soon. You know, but I'm getting to that stage where when I'm in the men's room, the last person I want to see over the stall is John Tesh. Like, I walked in, I'm like, you know, there's airplanes flying over, I'm looking at my watch, and all I can hear is I know. Yeah. If you know the song Entertainment Tonight, you knew that John Tesh wrote that. It was funny for both of you that caught those obscure men's restroom references by Rob Mullins. That's what they were. So anyway, Dale Atkins did well. Alex Sal went on to play with Michael Jackson, and then he was the bass player that was going to, in 2009, be the bass player for the final Michael Jackson tour, and Michael Jackson died, which was... Diana Krall died too, apparently, in 2009. That's news to me, man. It's already 2014, but you'll have to get the wiki out for that. How many people think they're smooth on their cool phones? Anybody think they're cool? Anybody think we ought to just junk them all and just drink until tomorrow? What did I call? Okay. We love you too, Ron. No more touchy-feely in a public place, though, bro. All right, so right now we're going to feature Brian Bromberg because Brian and I used to be on the same record label back in the 80s, and we bonded over both getting massively screwed by the same record company. And I made an album back then with Brian and Joel Taylor. It was called Jazz Jazz. And this trio record that I just have been giving away is anthology, and Brian's all over it. He's, in my opinion, maybe the best bass player ever born on planet Earth. However, in other parts of the galaxy, it's Roy Clark. Sing it, Brian. But Brian has gone on to have an amazing solo career, and he's made some killer albums. Would 1, Would 2, Wouldn't You 1, Probably Not 3. I mean, the albums are amazing. There's a lot of them. There's Metal 1, Metal, how many? Dude, you're up there. Yeah, 30. Brian's at 30, man. 30 albums for Brian Bromberg. So we're going to feature him. And this is a John Coltrane tune. And is Evan still around? Where's Evan at? Yeah, Evan Stone? Okay, I can hear your voice. We're going to bring up a special surprise drummer after this tune. No, we're on Equinox. And anyway, as an innovator and like, you know, I mean, Brian is just the baddest dude ever, so shut up, Mullins, and play the frickin' piano. Here's Equinox. Bromberg, Vail. Brian Bromberg. Come on, Evan. Evan. Unbelievable. Stay up here. Don't go anywhere. Jeffrey. Man. I mean, it takes like, well, first off, you have to be born a genius to play like that. And now welcome one of Kikuya's legendary people, Mr. Evan Stone. Evan Stone. Come over here. I'm going to make the worst career decision ever and let Evan talk. No, you can't touch the mic. No.
I recognize a lot of you people, but you never call, you never write. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, comedy was never his thing. We'll be having a wake for Kevin's comedy classmates. That'll be happening at Fort Logan Memorial Cemetery outside Denver, Colorado, September 17th, 2029. One of the things that I've always loved about Evan and Tony and Brian and Greg is that Brian and I were already playing gigs like in the mid 80s. He was from Phoenix, I was from Denver. We're like, yay, we're in Los Angeles. And we were playing at these gigs at Lake Mission Viejo. And I was like, I'm gonna meet a California babe at the lake. Yippee-ki-yay. And Evan was hanging around, and so was Tony, and so was this great guitar player, Gavin Arnold. Does anyone remember Gavin? Yeah. So I was counting it up, and that was more than 40 years ago, bro, Evan. It was a long, long time. And Evan has done some really hilarious things. And unfortunately, his Facebook feed is not one of them. But I don't know, have you ever seen his Facebook post? You're running out of the club quickly at this point, hoping to avoid the ambiguity of deep thinking from some eastern or westernly direction that's undetermined. But Evan had this band, and I remember when he decided to start it. And he was going to start it at Steamers. Terrence was already going with his Steamers thing. And we were playing this wedding gig. Is Lucy P-Tech in the house? Lucy, where you at? Hey, Lucy. So yeah, you hired me and Evan and Jimmy to come out and play that wedding? And that was the night that the bride fell down and died at the, no, she tripped over the oxygen tank. What happened to her? It was bad. But Lucy had hired us to play this wedding in Palm Springs, and so I'm at the hotel, and I got paid in cash, and I'm in my room, and I'm like, let me go down the list. Okay, Jimmy Roberts here, money. Where do you think you're going? There's only good story that doesn't suck. Oh, he's like, you'll still be talking by the time I get back for that. I've been found out by the Omega Olympic timing man. Anyway, so I paid Evan, I paid Jimmy, and I paid Damon Day was on it. So Evan comes into my hotel room, and I got his money, and I'm counting. I said, Evan, what's going on in your career? Because I hadn't seen him for a while. And he says, man, I got this idea for a new band. I said, oh, that's kind of cool. What's it called? And he says, Translucent Ham Sandwich. I almost just didn't give the money and sent him right to a mental home. And I said, what's the concept of the band? And he says, okay, I'm going to call up all these unbelievable jazz guys, and I'm going to give them any charts and no guidance, and I'm just going to start. And then it's going to go until it ends. And I'm like, Terrence is going to love this. I mean, right? How many albums and how many years was the Ham functioning?
Well, we only made one album.
Okay, they made one album, and I got to play on it, yay.
And we were there for like, I don't know, 10 years maybe?
They did gigs at Steamers regularly, and if I was in that area, I would stop in, and there'd be like a juggler next to the trombone player. Then he had an out-of-work girl jazz singer, and her name was Andrea something. She was skating around in a bikini, like, with a book of Shakespeare poems, mumbling to herself. It was nuts, man. I love that band. Give it up for Evan Stone on the drums. And, you know, I've been getting notes, too, from people. So I wanted to ask, too, like, is this one of those clubs that when the band quits, they have to stop drinking, they all got to be out by a certain time, or? Loosely. So after the music's over, you guys can still get another cocktail. Is this correct, staff of Campus JAX? Okay, so Ron doesn't have a clue. Anyway, we're going to play a song of mine that is a famous hit in many countries. It is called Island Girls. And Ron wasn't getting enough attention at his seat, so he's moved closer to the stage. So his yelling will be heard by more people that care, even less than they did when he was in the back. Oh, come on, man. It was better than that. Give it up for Evan Stone. Europa. Let's go. Europa. Let's go. Greg, doodle around with me on G for a minute. Doodle around with me on G for a minute. Thank you, brother. Greg Vail, come on, stay on your feet, folks. This is our last tune. 1, 2, a 1, 2. Come on now. Oh yeah, get Paul up here, man. Come on, Paul, hurry up. They're kicking me out in 10 minutes. Break it down. One of my good buddies that used to come in when he was like, you know, now, he wasn't a kid. I hate it when they're like, she was just a child. We were so worried. She was 24. No, she was just a child. No, 24 is not a child, okay? But Paul Navigod used to come in, and he would sit in the back, and he'd be like, man, one day I want to get up there with Greg and Tony and Rob. And we started letting him play. And man, can he play. Where, Paul, where you at? Better hurry, get up here now. Hurry up, dude. Get your horn, get up here now. They're making me stop in like 8 minutes. All right, man. Paul Navigod is sitting in on saxophone. Thank you, brother. All right, man. Let's put it where you want it. Now, this is our last tune, and I'm sad about that, but I want everybody that's physically able to stand up right now and see us on out of here. Clap your hands, put it right here. Trust me, I'm not going to make it a 15-minute song and wind your ass to death. But let's play a little Crusaders to get on out of here. Put it where you want it. Come on now. Everybody, come on, Brad. You can dance better than that. Don't dance like a DJ. But look, Melissa, you gotta help her. Ow, ow, ow. Come on now. Keep it going, folks. Party's almost over. don't quit on me, folks. I still need those hand claps. Want to thank everybody so much for being here. You guys were great. Thank you kindly, the Rob Mullins All-Star Band at Campus JAX. Thank you and good night.
Let's hear it. Yeah, let's hear it for these guys. It started in the 80s, it went through the 90s, into the 2000s as Steamers, and now here you are at Campus JAX. Welcome to the home where jazz lives. We're so glad you were here with us tonight. Thank you, Rob, for bringing out these guys. Greg, great to have you here. Paul, you got to be up here. Brian, we're going to see you more tomorrow. Tony, Jeffrey, thanks for being here. Now, for those of you, how many are here for the first time at Campus JAX? Thank you for coming out. Now you know what we're about. Every Thursday night, we've got great jazz happening here. And look at our schedule throughout the week. Live music every night, except Mondays we're closed. So come out and join us. Tomorrow, just so you know, we start recording the follow-up album with Arturo Sandoval. Tony's going to be Brian's in on that project too. So we're going to start the second album that we'll be releasing with Arturo Sandoval tomorrow. Lots going on here at Campus JAX. Check it out. Go to campusjax.com. And next Thursday is this young man right here, Greg Vail, with his band. So get your tickets right now, campusjax.com. Till next time, thanks for being here.